Morning peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Geek Tries. My name's Ross and we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, part 931. Cheers Bricktor, lovely comment about spleen. Hello pretty lady. He says, didn't waste the time. Cheers mate. Got me down to a T, auntie. Anyway, first things first, get the titles back up. I just thought I'd knock them off. And then do my intro. How are we all doing on this? What day is it today? Oh, Tuesday. Oh, I should know because we're going to pictures, me and our dubs, this afternoon. We're going to go and watch that new Alien film, Romulus, I think it's called. Give it a go. I've watched all the others. Some of them were absolute shit. Some of them were great. Anyway, let's get streaming. Hangout. Go live. And it's up there to the voiceless channel. Right, and we're all set. Right, I hope you're all well, you shiny happy people. I noticed some of my gear's got stuff. I do need to get some it is that one, I think. Yeah, I do need to get some more materia. Am I extracting or retrieving? Savage Aim Materia 9. Oh. Meld. Oh, well, I've got quite a bit I can do, can't I? What about a critical hit 12? No, can't do that one. Direct hit. I can do that one. All helps. What about this one? Nope. Nope. A direct hit rate. Skill speed. I think one day when I'm not recording is like go through all my gear, because I know a lot of my gear's still got stuff on it. Here we go, critical hit. I'll give that a 12 and an 8. About me boots. Yeah, I can do critical. I can do both on my boots. I think both critical hits. I've only got 2 left that I can use really, so. There we are, we're done. Yeah, not bad. Just double check, make sure I've got all the best gear on as well. A bit late for that, wasn't it? Right. Survey the defeat any enemies that appear. Okay. Guess that's it down there. Get me chocobo. Hey up, Fluffy. Right, survey. Forgot to eat something, didn't I? Stop chasing me. Fluffy, I say you be me tank. That's one done. Inventory. Skill speed. Music roll. Critical hit. Right, next one. Surveying. Piss off. Stop chasing. We got him. I'll zoom out just a fraction. Just getting a bit confused. Stop it. I can hear you. Hey up, spleen. Cutscene. Hello, pretty lady. Ah, laundromat. Ah, you're both alright, thank goodness. You really needn't have worried so much, we barely broke a sweat. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried, you're my dear guest, but thank you, we truly appreciate this. Indeed, with this we won't have to ask Zoroark's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Spleen. Sorry, I'm looking at Spleen stockings and it's got them funny marks at the top on her thighs. Hey, what the hell am I looking at them for? Forget that. But did you know that they're called the chuckle lines? They really are. The band at the top of stockings or funny marks like that are called the chuckle lines. Because once you pass them, you're laughing. Oh, get me caught. That's enough, Mufasa. If you have grievances, I'll hear them later. She's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favoured us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. Cheers, Peeps, and you never fail to let us know how much you care. Of course, you're my precious. I can't talk. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sport, Spleen. That I'll admit. Forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. Excuse me. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now I believe we're done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Spell speak. No, I won't use that because I'm not a mage. Next. Right, Spleen again. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. No problem, Mufasa. Southwest. It's that one still behind me. Never mind. Right. All aboard the Skylark. Oh. Thank you. I don't know why I wasn't jumping. Do 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 do. Did I attune to that thing? Map? Yes. That's alright then. Do you hear that? Hear what?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
It's a pub. It's nearly opening time.
I'm glad you could make it.
This Chicania, whatever her name
Are
is.
you with us?
No, I'm with the Woolwich.
Queen's
Old
team has
advert.
come to see you. We're here, Namika.
Oh, it's
Everything is going to
Namika.
be all right.
Should have recognised the bracelet.
What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her.
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it...
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
The other's a soul cell.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this
She's
is
not dead
the
yet.
end.
They're going to bump her off.
Be not afraid. Your memory will live on in us.
living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother.
Let us give them some time alone.
Ah, Bricktour's on. Mic turned off though, so he's probably at work. Good morning, Bricktour.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
He's in bed after doing nights. She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hey?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
They don't turn them into
With
them
what we can
robots,
be
do they?
reasonably certain of.
Ah, of course not.
Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one.
Whoa, Bricktor, your microphone's playing up. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants... Turn him down a bit. Sorry about that. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that the two distinct lands have indeed become one.
What's more, having met Namika, taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred.
Bricktor said he didn't realise it had unmuted. Apologies to you all. Right, come on, Graham.
Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a void gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Speen's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
Still not getting the whole truth, are we?
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraljar resides.
Bricktor says suspicious. I cannot take you, right.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoraljar do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father, and to do so, I intend to take Zoraljar's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but
Veiled
you shall
threat
find
then, isn't
entrance
it?
open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
Victor says politicians avoiding questions. That's true. She avoided the question, but she made her feelings known. Now, thing is, does she class Zoral Jar as one of her people? We don't know. Try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I am afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Bloody hell. What's propane want? Oh,
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway.
Victor loves it when they
Thank
speak
you
in riddles.
for
Yeah,
earlier.
got to read between the
And
lines.
for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, she's going in recycling bin, mate. She is.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What? Ooh.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
Ah, so no grieving. Somebody passes away, they take the memories out.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Right, laundromat. What's going on? How could Propane suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. And off we go. Do 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 do. Which way are we going, then? Let's go this way. Before we do, map. Got no blues. Right. Oh, the old deck's playing up today. Oh. Right, working resident. Lalafell. An old woman named Namika. I'm afraid I don't know that person. Can't help. Where's this? Oh, there we go. Who's this one? A preoccupied resident. Hello, fluffy ears. What's that? Do I know Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked the outskirts for a good while now. They're hiding round the back here. No. Up the stairs then. In this house. Caregiving resident. I do recall caring for someone until recently. You say that was a woman named Namika. Can't say for certain it was her. I wouldn't worry, I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Drop the map. Don't need that. Bricktor said it looks like everyone's forgotten her. Yeah, they've had the memories wiped. So it's the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether. Now it's them things on their heads. I sensed none of that. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Propane seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. Who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would cause only confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kakia. Spleen said to try the Thunder Yards. Should be in that direction. Right, Thunder Yards, here we come. Oh. Gasp, impossible. Unidentified floating object. Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. No, it don't. We'd better destroy it. Oh, wow. Don't look that dangerous. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Granville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing, I'm fine. Well, it went off in that direction we're headed anyway. Let's try to track it down. So you can get some answers. And we'll just leave you behind, Albert. Oh no, he went with them this time. No, they left you behind, pal. As usual. We was going that way, weren't we? No, we're going that way. Map. Oh, we're going right way. Mount up. Oh, dum 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 dum. Right. Best cross the bridge. Dum 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 dum. And we'll head that way. There's Kryl. There's Granville. And there's my spot. Get rid of the map. Going into that cave. You found it? It's gone into that cave. It's like a floating Tamagotchi. To the northeast, then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap. Let's not rush in too quickly. We'll have to fight this one, aren't we? Because it's in my way. There we go. I heard faint voices coming from inside, so it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. Maybe a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Nah, there's not going to be a fight. Oh, Aetheryte. Grab that first. Yinishini bat. Got him. Right, Granville, what we got? I can hear them. Several people up ahead. Can't make out the conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard.
What is this?
And who is that?
A trap?
Knows you, Granville.
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light, and I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Olympia.
My darling, what now?
Is that Kaki Poo or whatever her name is? We're going down the bloody Mandeville route now. Oh, God.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fussy little bum bun. Go on, we'll go that off. Fussy little bum bun. Close your mouth, Granville.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Gulu Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Espear was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Kafkiwa.
I'm
I say
sorry?
not Kaki Poo. I'll stick with Kaki Poo.
Oh, but this won't do. Come in. Come in! Friends of my Ellen Espear are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Literally is an underground movement, isn't it?
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
I've noticed the music's changed to the old. Well, it's not the Mandeville music, but very similar. Right, Granville. But so what's happened? We'll need to ask her. Complete. Slowly getting up. Only 20 million points to go. I hope the new Mandeville quest. I was great minds think alike. Bricktor says he hopes the new Mandeville quests are coming soon. I was only thinking earlier on, when are they going to do a new Mandeville quest? Granville is conflicted. Let's see what she has to say. Join the Discord below. You can join in the chat while I'm recording and streaming. Ask me questions. Tell me to piss off. Whatever. Come and join the fun. If you want to get naughty, I can give it back as well. He's pissed off for us. On your bike, pal. It's so wonderful to meet you all. See? Love it. Great. And the students of Baldesian, it's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Duh. It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. I like being insulted. Didn't take you for that type. No, I can just give it back. It's only words. Sticks and stones can break me bones, but words can never hurt me. Until somebody whacked me with a dictionary. That hurt. It's just a body that I control, right? Oh, so she's not been turned into a robot then? Oh, that graphic's a bit bad, isn't it? Oh, I see. Oh, right, I've got it. I thought it was like a ball with a TV screen. I'm becoming questionable. Hey, yeah, whatever. But it's not. It's like a screen inside a ball, not stuck on the front. I was thinking, bloody hell, the graphics aren't that great. We're members of a resistance organisation. I told you it's an underground movement. Literally. Oblivion we call ourselves. Our goal is to thwart Zoral Jar's ambition for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't easily be found. And yet she was wandering around that city. Hey? How's that work? Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though. Truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different reason. And that is... As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoral Jar. Well, okay, but it's not been that long. Yeah, I know time passes different, and for the gang it's just been a few days. For them it's been quite a few years, but not that many years, has it? So why has it been passed down? They should all still remember the original one. Well, she should, because she was there at the beginning. We failed to do that, and now he's... Oh, I'm getting pedantic again, aren't I? Oh, he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and we don't wear it. It's indeed related to our operations. And what exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions: keep you in line. The first, as the name suggests, is regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expands a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve, you mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. So I was just thinking, do they list them alphabetically? So them that have died quite a few times end up as R souls. R souls. Sorry. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's evaluation to encourage, I'll get me caught, exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Bricktoes typing. Cheers, Brick. Souls as a common source and payment for services rendered. Souls as a common resource and payment for services rendered. Yeah. The void-sent practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind. Yeah, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Karaoke time. 0. Was 0, wasn't it? That was a good storyline. I enjoyed that one. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? Second one, wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management, then, the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence, be wiped. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? Yeah, we can't have a wake. We'll get pissed. It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. Yeah. A blessing and a curse. Because if you can't remember them, then you can't grieve. Well, you won't grieve because you haven't lost anybody. But is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know. That's a toughie one, isn't it? Ideology and philosophy. Keep them going for years, that one would. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. I've done that many a time. The good memories of the close ones are gone as well. Not the first time this topic has been brought up, and there are many reasons why it's not a good idea. At least I think so. I agree, Bricktor. Now, because the interaction with those people will all be forgotten. So what if they've taught you right from wrong? To be forgiving rather than avenging. All stuff like that. But then on the reverse, what if they've taught you to be maniacal and evil and vindictive? Then if all their memory's gone, would you still be maniacal and vindictive? Oh, it's a minefield, isn't it? It's a minefield. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, I don't agree with it, though. No, I'd sooner grieve. Their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. Any excuse for a piss-up, really, innit? And a ham sandwich. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Bricktor says, apparently it keeps your memories and sense of self, so I guess everything you've learned stays, just the parts that have that person in it are gone. Yeah. Yeah, but just to totally forget them. I mean, just think, they probably don't remember their granddads, their grandmas. In some cases, their mum and dads, maybe sisters and brothers. Oh, I wouldn't want that. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. So this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yokhui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. No. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me, personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could, so that the nation could endure. There's always that, I suppose. But then, surely the things that, I don't know, give you the hope. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Turali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it, which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Brictor says, I guess there was an argument for it back when times were tough, but I'm surprised it's still being used now. Yeah, but then again, even when times are tough, if there's a massive loss of life, surely rebuilding and honouring their deaths is more important than just forgetting them. Oh, philosophical minefield. Spleen didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. But if it's all they've known, they're not going to do different, are they? Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoral Jar. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction and to speak so candidly as well. Maybe people were too crippled by grief that they couldn't do any work. It's hard to say. Yeah, that's true. Brictor typed that. Whatever her motive, she has given the people a choice: live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. That's true. And pay taxes. Two things are certain in life: death and taxes. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. Grr, taxes, says Brictor. That is so true. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. No, we won't. Because the hour is up, peeps. Who we're going to meet? Can't think. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. The BGM is... The background music is nice here. I thought, what's the BGM for that? Yeah, I got it. Background music. Yeah, I do like it. Tully Ully's my favourite though. Anyway, peeps, that's where we're going to finish for today. And then we'll find out tomorrow what's happening. But anyway, whatever you're up to today, have a fantastic time. I'm going to enjoy going to pictures. I love a good alien film. But anyway, whatever you're up to today, as I always say, stay safe, everybody. And until tomorrow, I'll see you there.